Theories of emotion. In this, we will be seeing two theories of emotion: opponent process theory and cognitive appraisal theory of emotion. Now, let's start with opponent process theory. Basic idea. So, the basic idea of opponent process theory is what? Every emotion we feel has an opposite emotion. When one emotion is triggered, so when one emotion is triggered, the opposite is automatically suppressed. So, the opposite is what? Automatically suppressed. But if the first emotion is very strong or lasts a long time, the opposite emotion eventually kicks in. Now, how it works? Imagine you go on a really scary roller coaster. At first, you feel fear. Once it's over, you often feel a rush of relief and even excitement. That's the opposite. That's the opposite emotion coming in. The theory says this is your brain's way of keeping emotional balance. So how it works is, what it is saying is that if you imagine you go on a really scary roller coaster ride, you first feel fear, but then you feel once it is over, what you feel is a rush of relief or even excitement, and that's the opposite emotion. So the rush of relief and excitement is the opposite emotion of fear, which is coming in. The theory says this is your brain's way. So this theory, what it says is that this is your brain's way of keeping emotional balance. Real life examples: skydiving, fear first, then exhilaration. This is the first example. The second one is watching a sad movie. Sadness may be strong while watching, but afterwards you might feel peaceful or even happy. Key point: emotions are like a seesaw. When one goes up, the other eventually rises to bring balance. Now, cognitive appraisal theory of emotion. This theory was proposed by Richard Lazarus in 1970. Main idea: emotions happen because your brain interprets or appraises a situation. So, what it says is that emotions happen because your brain interprets a situation, interprets or appraises a situation. How you think about an event determines how you feel. So, how you think about an event, it determines how you feel. How it works: you encounter a situation, your brain evaluates. Is this harmful, helpful, or or neutral? The emotion arises based on that evaluation. So what happens that you encounter a situation, then your brain evaluates: is this situation harmful, helpful, or neutral? And then the emotion arises based on that evaluation. Examples: seeing a dog run toward you, it's going to bite me, fear. So if you see a dog run toward you, you might think that it is going to bite me, then you feel fear. But if you think it wants to play, it will bring happiness to you. Job promotion, I can handle this responsibility, excitement brings you excitement. I'll never manage this, that brings you anxiety. Reappraisal. So cognitive appraisal theory, it this also emphasizes on reappraisal. Now what is reappraisal is that which is changing your interpretation to alter your emotional response. Now let's understand this with example. Initial fear at a dog, then you reappraise, it's friendly. So first you see a dog and you feel fear, but then you reappraise, it is friendly. Then you feel excitement. So first you felt fear, then after reappraisal you, then after reappraise you felt excitement. Key point: emotions are shaped by thoughts, and we can regulate them by changing our appraisals. And that is it for this video. These two topics are really short and simple. I'll give you some time to take the screenshot. And I guess that is it for this video. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, leave a like and subscribe to the channel.